Okay, so the lower motor neuron or somatic motor neuron is going to come to a skeletal muscle cell. It's going to release the neurotransmitter ACH. ACH is going to bind to a nicotinic receptor on the sarcolemma of the skeletal muscle cell. What's going to happen is the action potential is going to travel down all of these T tubules, and that's going to release calcium into the cell. Calcium is going to go to the TT complex that's covering up all of the actin molecules, which should be spread out a little bit more, sorry. And then it's going to temporarily remove TT off of the actin and myosin, temporarily. Now that actin is free to bind, myosin will need ATP on its myosin heads so that it can actually bind to the actin. So myosin will bind onto the actin, pulling the actin inward. When the actin gets pulled inward, the sarcomere length changed from this length to this length. So it did shorten the sarcomere. When all the sarcomeres in a skeletal muscle cell shorten, the entire muscle cell shortens. When many of the muscle cells in a skeletal muscle shorten, the entire muscle will shorten. In order to relax, you have to stop this from happening. ACHE will come in and get rid of the ACH that was still present. Because there's no more action potential, all the calcium will get sucked back in via a pump into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Because there's no more calcium, troponin and tropomyosin are going to recover the actin, and it will go back to its resting length, how it was originally.